Okay, alright. So guys, thanks for gathering up. Appreciate it. So today it's about trying to show the difference between a basic Robot Coupe, that is like an R2/R301, and what's the difference between a CL50 and a CL50 Pro V and so forth, right? So first one to show, because this is the easiest one to show, right? Is going to go into the type of plate that's used. That's the slicing disc of an R301 and R2. That means you see the thickness of the unit. There's plastic right here. The shaft goes into a plastic plate, and the weakest spot on this disc is the plastic area, right? Also, if you look at the blade, it's riveted to the plate. So when the blade dulls, you have to replace the whole plate. Now, the slicing blade of the CL50 is that. It's way heavier duty. It's all metal construction, so there's no plastic there. And the slicing blade, when it gets dull, you can very easily change the slicing blade and not change the whole plate. So it's actually, on the long run, it's cheaper to run it. Right? You can just pass around so you can see the difference. So when you're putting a carrot or something that you're slicing and you're pushing on it, right? On the thinner blade, it's gonna flex a little, right? And then that's where customers get into trouble, right? And then somebody's pushing so hard, they're gonna break the blade off. Whereas on CL50, it'll take a lot to break the blade off. So that's the visual impression of how the two things are together. And then the next thing we're going to do, that's just one slicing, right? Is we're going to take a dicing kit of an R2 and a dicing kit of a CL50, right? So R2 means R2 dice. So this is an R301 dicing kit that I have here. And this is a 10mm dice kit. If you look at this dicing kit, and that's a dicing grid, and that's a slicing plate that goes on top. The R2 R301 would have a screw on top that basically screws it down in the middle of the shaft. Right? The CL50 would not have that because it's going to lock it. If you look at this little item here, there's a pin that locks it in place, so you don't need anything on top here. So the downside with these screw-on things is when they use it without the dicing kit, sometimes they got veggie in the hole of the screw and they don't clean it up well, and then all that stuff stuck in there, and then when they screw it on, they jam it in. At some point, they're gonna have so much in there, if they don't clean it, you can't get the screw in enough. So, and when you run it, this will pop up, it'll hit the chute, and it'll hit your pusher, right? And damage the whole thing. And that's a common issue, and we tell the customer, no, you gotta make sure that you screw down all the way down. And it's actually got quite a few turns to make, right? So that's part of the thing that this is better. Other than that, if you look at the CL50 dicing kit, that's the CL50 dicing kit, right? It doesn't look that much different. So the grid is all the way, not just half. But it makes a huge difference in the end product, and we're going to show that here. The CL50 rotates at 425 RPM. It's made only for dicing and slicing and grading. Right? Now R2 R301 rotates at 1725. Reason it rotates that high is it's also trying to do some of this cuttable stuff, which a good Blixer that does only cuttable rotates at 3600 RPM. So CL on R2 they pick the middle RPM, half a 3650, 1725, and that's why it goes at that speed. But it doesn't mean it's the best speed for dicing something. In fact, it's okay, but when you do certain things, it'll show. So what we're going to do just for us to kind of test it out is we're going to try running some tomatoes on this and on that. And then we're going to compare the results and see, is there a visual difference between this and that, right? By the way, this is a CL50 Go Mint, and it's going to be a lot louder because of that. Okay, it's got the extra turning on it, but I just brought that just to show you another function on that, right? So, when you 50% duty cycle, so technically if you keep it running on that machine, that would stop, but R2 would not stop, right? You gotta run it 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. So with this one here, because it shuts down in between, it automatically gives that 50% duty cycle, so you can keep running for hours, right? So we're gonna load it. In this case, it doesn't matter how you load it because it's dicing. If you're slicing it and you want to slice it that way, you load it this way. If you want to slice it this way, you want to load it this way. Okay? So it's not crucial at this point. Okay, that's those tomatoes pretty fast. Now we do this one here. So this is about the same dicing kit. All the way to the bottom. Sorry. Yeah. There we go. Go on the wire here. All right. See if it runs. Thank you. So you're not going to be able to load the whole thing in one shot. Close to it, you're going to go twice in this. Drip down a little bit so I don't want all the tables to get all messed up. You check that too. They're both using the same exact dicing size. Okay. So that's the difference in, if you look at the dice quality. Let's see if this one's
This
a
one was
lot.
CL50?
That's a CL50. This one's got a lot more mashed up pieces in it. And it shows on a like it's a ripe tomato, so you can tell.
Yeah.
But this would have a lot more juice than this one as well.
Okay.
Okay. And this is where the difference comes in between a CL50 and a so if you dice like say peppers on a CL50 and you dice peppers on an R2 dice, initially you will not see the difference as much. But you'll notice the pepper that's diced on the R2 dice would go out faster than the CL50. It's bruising. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and dice some onions now. And who wants to volunteer to dice?
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's the onions right here.
Mm-hmm.
Just pop them in there, however you want it. Just put some pressure and hit the button. That's it. Oh, sorry, it's not power. You might need power.
Yeah.
Just stop. You're not gonna use both at the same time. I should just do the whole thing. Yeah. Maybe too much onion for the salsa? No. Super fast.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So
Now we did the onion, it's the crying time.
that's crying time. That's what you're doing. No, onions are not messy, right?
Yeah,
Tomato jumps all over the place.
Yeah.
Onions are not messy, right?
Yeah.
But even with onions, to do that onion by hand will take you
Oh yeah.
quite a long, right? So and if you look at this onion, it's quite good quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good dice. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually do the cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
We'll run the cilantro into a bowl just to get the cilantro into smaller pieces,
Mhm.
right? And then we also have to do jalapeno. Now, how much jalapeno do you guys like on your salsa? I don't know. Are you guys into
We like
jalapeno?
it hot. We like it hot.
You do like it hot?
Of course. How many you have?
I got two.
Yeah,
Put it
that's
in there?
good. Yeah, good.
Maybe I'll do that first then.
Okay.
So, one way of doing the jalapenos, so I didn't quite use the right machine here. You can do two different ways. One is you put it into a slicing bowl here, or the other one is you put the jalapenos into a chopping bowl and just hit it just a couple times, and it will just mush it out.
What about if we put it with the cilantro?
Yeah, you can do that. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Cilantro might process faster than this. That's the only.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll try it out. It's great idea. Let's do that. So now you can also do the jalapenos. Oh, yeah, I can do it dicing it out. You can also do the jalapenos here.
Mm-hmm.
In here, what we do is basically you take this and you basically cut it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put it and slice it.
Okay.
Right? Another way of doing it.
Yeah. You could do that.
Have it like this. And then we gotta change the blade to the slicing blade. This is a CL50 Gourmet, right? So a little bit from the regular one. Put this somewhere on the lid. You know, put on the lid. I put on the lid.
Yeah.
Sorry. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Lid. With that small slicing blade here. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one you gotta hold it from the
Yeah.
button, not from here.
Yeah.
Because this rotates, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then CL50 Gourmet. Yeah. So a lot of times when a customer buys a machine, we can tell them, okay, no, you don't have to buy two machines, you can probably buy one and get away with it. If they're buying this, you'd probably do the onion salsa, in a slightly different manner when it comes to jalapenos. So yeah. There you go. Perfect. Then now you do this one here. it's essentially like a blixer, but it's gonna go at a lower speed. So it kind of achieves the blixer quality, but it can do quite a bit of stuff. Okay. When you put the load, when you put the blade in, you always go this side down, so you won't touch the tip of the blade. In. It's ready to go. Test it. So now we put this in. So this works best when it's really dry. Okay? Dry the better, because the moisture will make it like a paste. Dry will make it more like a paste. Okay, so we don't run it, we pause it. That's all we do. Good enough for good enough for this job. Now we can keep it doing a little bit more. But if you run it all the way, you're gonna get pesto out of it. So it's gotta go a little bit. Lemon juice, mix it up. We got sour cream and that'll be.
You want the lid to mix it?
Yeah? Yeah.
You want the lid to put it and mix it?
Oh, I mean, shake it? I don't know if it's waterproof. I don't know if it's gonna be waterproof because it's gonna really spill all over the place or what. Good idea, though.
I'm okay with my shirt.
I'm already dirty. I'm already dirty. I'm worried about the floor, right? Get it all messed up here.
Yeah.
The right amount of ingredients in here to get it rolling. I think it's mixed in.
What do you do with the zucchini?
We're going to do another little thing. It's called CL50 Gourmet.
Oh,
There are two other functions that you can see.
What about salt and no salt?
Yep, good. That should be good.
No, that's good. Yeah.
You good? You tried it before?
Yeah. Let me just
Just
shake
salt?
it. I think it's sealed, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Good. Good shot. What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead and see.
Window.